What up, guys? It's Baltimore Dude, joined this time by my lovely wife,
Mary.
She's really not that lovely, but I needed somebody to do windows, and hey, a bitch was there, so no, I'm sorry. Please don't make me sleep on the couch. Anyway, we wanted to talk to you about Donald Trump's presidential run. No, I'm fucking with you. That's the last thing in the world we want to talk about, dude. We want to talk to you about The Division. The Division is about to drop next week on the 8th. The Division is about to drop on the 8th, and we have been incredibly excited. Have we not been excited?
We have been excited.
We have been excited. And now we're worried.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Our dog's even worried.
He's worried.
Deacon, he's like, I'm worried.
He's scared.
About shit. He's terrified. So, we wanted to share with you the concerns, I guess we have, the holes we see in the game, and let me preface this video by saying we are not Division haters. Obviously, those of you that follow us know that Destiny is our home base, that's our main game, but we want Division to be a monster success. If we did not, I would not have concerns, I would not give a shit. Would you give a shit, Mary?
No.
She wouldn't give a shit. So, the fuck are you doing in here instead of making me sandwiches?
You asked me to be here?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Fucking dementia. Anyway, the things that concern me, and we played both betas. We played closed beta and open beta, and of course there's gonna be we saw a big increase in people from closed beta to open beta.
We did, but open beta was also free.
Yeah,
closed beta, people had to pre-order or get permission to.
It was expected. But how many more do you think you're gonna see when the actual game drops?
That I don't know.
Now let's talk about our personal concerns now that we've made it very clear we want Division to succeed. We want it to be our side bitch when Destiny's in a dry spell. Like, it's a desert over there right now, man. We're doing our challenges and keeping our characters current, but we really want Division to succeed as a place to go in between what we're doing on Destiny, and we really want this game to be a long-term successful game, and I really think it can be, but there's some glaring holes in it, and let's go ahead and start talking about them. Mary, I'll throw it to you. How do I want to frame it? What is the thing that most concerns you going into Division long term?
Well, right now they are implementing like trading, and people have been modding and duping already. And you've seen it with the open beta when they came in and they had tons of money and they had it would be legendary weapons. I don't know. They call the orange weapons something else there.
Well, it's in Destiny, what's legendary in Division would be exotic in Destiny. Yeah. So.
They have a different word for it, but that's like whatever. People had that within minutes of the open beta. So, if that is implemented into the regular game and you can give that to your friends, they have to be on your fire team or whatever they call it to give it. But people have been already advertising carry-throughs and giving people these weapons.
Well, you know why? It's such a low criteria for trading. And this is why we've not seen trading in Destiny yet. The carries are real. And if you search the internet, it'll take you about a hot single search to already find people posting up ads saying we'll take you with a fire team of 3, we will go rogue, we'll collect up all the loot, and we will trade it off to you for X amount of dollars. And that's the only criteria they have. You have to be on that fire team when they pick it up. So that is going to be a massive problem, because people like us that really want to enjoy the game and go through the stages of gear and work our way up, it's going to make it very hard when little Jimmy shithead 8-year-old has gotten a free run from 15 different cheater squads. And the Dark Zone in general, it bothers me because, again, speaking in Destiny terms, if the outside was Destiny legendary weapons, the Dark Zone would be where the Destiny exotics are. Mm-hmm. And Ubisoft has made it very clear that the best gear is in the Dark Zone. And there's so many holes in the Dark Zone. Real quickly, from a combat standpoint, the combat, what's the word I'm looking for? The combat machine, or a lithogram, or I'm blanking. Yeah, the combat in the game, I'm not loving, but I think that may be more of a me thing because I've been playing so many first-person shooters, but
a lot of people tend to not like third-person shooters, so they're kind of iffy about that.
I don't know why they didn't option it, though, because, like, whenever Rockstar rebuilt GTA for P4, they did it right, dude. They got it right. They made it where you could go third person or first person. I like running around in third person, but when I'm in a gunfight, I want to be in first person. Now, what Rockstar got wrong
goes back to the duping and
the
modding stuff.
It comes full circle because Division also got it wrong. And remember, it took GTA, or Rockstar rather, upward of a year to get that fixed. And
I like so much a year, but it's a long time.
It was quite a while. But I'll give you the quickest, most non-nerdy speak version of the issue I can. Essentially, when you attain a piece of gear or cash, there's basically a firewall that checks you at the door. It checks to make sure you earn that, and then it applies it to your possessions. That firewall was missing in GTA, and that's why people had $600 billion everything.
They changed the DNS codes to where they could be like level whatever.
But they got to the point they didn't even have to do that because the firewall was just blah. And that's what a lot of the talking heads and a lot of the tech gurus are talking about already, is that firewall don't exist in Division. So someone that knows how to mod can go ahead and say, hey, I've got $100 million in every legendary weapon, and Division will say, oh, okay, let me go ahead and apply that to your account.
Yeah, when they change the coding, there's no firewall to double check that coding.
Yeah, so and it's a problem.
But in GTA, like, I kind of broke the game then, because everybody was running around with everything. They could buy everything. People went into like this god mode where you couldn't kill them and all that. But if they can level, like, they could pick their levels and be whatever. They can also mod the levels in Division.
And it's going to create the same problem here. Another issue I have is the droppage when people go rogue, because you can be fighting AI and accidentally clip another player and you've gone rogue. I think you should have to put at least, like, I don't know, maybe somewhere between 5 and 10% damage on them before you actually go rogue. Because if you put like 10% damage on them, then you've actually aimed at them and dug in and you've gone rogue. But you end up going rogue just by clipping another player by accident.
Some people were nice enough to like, we'll let that slide. That's probably accident. But 99% of the people will turn around and try to shoot the crap out of you. But they seem to less pick on people that had the full team, the 4 full-man team, rather than the 2 or 1 person. If you're single, if single person, I don't see how you're gonna survive there.
Also, this is kind of a petty issue, but I'm watching the video, and you were actually playing here, doing a hell of a lot of running. When we were playing beta, we were running around a very limited piece of the map. When this game's wide open, you're going to have to run from one side of New York to the other constantly. Very simple solution, Ubisoft. I know the streets are littered, I know there's cones and cars and whatnot. Dirt bikes. Dirt bikes. That's all you needed. So people didn't have to run anywhere. And we're standing at a helipad right now, and that is another massive concern. You can spend an hour or 2 hours going through battles, collecting up gear. You go to the helipad, you summon a helicopter, you have to wait 90 seconds to get, air quotes, contaminated gear onto the helicopter and out. And what happens with the 4 guys standing around waiting to use the helicopter with you, Mary?
Well, we watched. We didn't get messed with, but there was a group. They were running around picking on everybody, like the weaker ones, I guess. And we watched them try to go up to this helicopter while these guys summoned it and was trying to put their stuff on. And they almost had their stuff on the helicopter. And these guys put a sticky bomb to their feet, blew them up, killed them, took their stuff, and put it on their helicopter and got it out.
And some
we were
people,
just like, what?
Some people would say, hey, that's just all part of the game. But I think there needs to be some kind of immunity there, like when you've worked your ass off to get this gear, because what it's doing, like if it was legit players coming through, cool, okay, that's part of the system, that's the way it works. But it is a troll's paradise. You know what they did? They just put up a fucking billboard in Times Square that said, all trolls come to the Dark Zone. Make your way to the helipad. Get up on a building, pull out a sniper. I know you don't want the gear, but you can troll the fuck out of these people. And how much loot you drop when you drop it. Like, if you accidentally go rogue in a legit AI fight by clipping someone, the amount of loot you drop is just astounding. And Dark Zone keys. You have to have Dark Zone keys to open the chest. They gave us some in beta, but typically they're not going to be that easy to come by. And how many did, like our friend Young Killas and our crew, he went down once and he dropped like how many keys in one drop?
It was 7, but we went in like towards the end. It was like a couple hours left or whatever. We decided that we were just gonna do like whatever. We're gonna shoot everybody, do whatever, because you can go like 5-star whatever, rogue, 5 tier, whatever. And so we were picking up their keys and stuff and switching back and forth, and he dropped like 7. But when you go rogue and you're that high of a level, you drop mad money too.
Well, we really wanted to kind of see, because all of us collectively think it's ridiculous that you can lose rank from being shot while you're rogue, because you gain rank by achievements, by doing things. How can you unachieve and undo things? So in testing that out, she went from max level in 12 beta 12 to 10 and
9. I went 9 and had to work back up to 10. Yeah.
She went from 12 to 9 in about a 15-20 minutes.
And we were 50-50 in the battle, so.
And it just becomes a nuisance. The solo player has no life in Division. He does not exist there. And a particular high-profile streamer with over I think they're over 500,000 followers now, has already talked about, hey, I'm going to have to use some of my hider accounts to troll the Dark Zone. Hey, I just thought of a way to troll the Dark Zone when people are trying to go in the door, shoot them, put them into combat, and they won't be able to go in the door. So it is a troller's paradise. So in wrapping the video up, I know this one's a bit long, but we're really concerned about the game. I know they can't fix it instantly. We know this. We understand it. And I'm concerned with the whole incursion thing. The game is shipping without an end game. You're either going to have to buy like the gold package, the season pass, or buy these incursions individually. And essentially they're just missions. So it's basically shipping without an end game, and it's looking like there's not going to be a lot of variety in the missions and enemies. So lots of concerns. That's our thoughts. We wanted to share them. If you guys want to throw up your thoughts, we're definitely willing to listen. I'm Baltimore Dude. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me, Mary.